Hello and welcome to Grizzly News. I'm Connor Haywood.
And I'm Journey Rose Batella. Welcome back to 2018-2019 school year.
There's certainly a lot of new things happening at LHS this year, Journey.
Yes, there is. As we all know, we have been introduced to a new schedule. This schedule includes 7 classes, unlike last year's 8. These classes don't rotate like the last year's schedule as well. We sent Matthew into the field to get opinions on our new schedule.
How are you, Matthew? I'm all right. So how do you feel about the 7th block schedule?
I like it. It's nice. It sets a routine.
How do you feel about the schedule from last year?
I thought it was okay. Missing a day of homework was nice, but I honestly think the 7th period schedule worked better.
So you like the 7th better? Do you have a reason why?
It's really like what I said earlier. It set a routine in, and it kind of set a foundation of what I'd be doing every day.
Does it make leaving for sports harder?
No, because I know exactly what I'm going to be missing every day no matter what.
So easier?
Yes.
Okay, and that's Johnny Morrison. Which would you prefer, the schedule from last year, the 8 rotating, or the 7-period schedule straight?
Honestly, I prefer the old schedule just because it's kind of mixes things up, and I think everyone needs a little more excitement in their life.
Thank you, Matthew. The school also just experienced a new facelift with the parking lot and a new interior paint.
Yes, the school also experienced new additions to the staff. This includes the addition of Mr. Jacobson, Miss Janassi, and the GOAT, Miss McKinney. We also lost Miss Anilla and Miss Osborne.
We also have the addition of the Royers. The Royers differ from peace mediators by transforming issues rather than resolving them. This program involves 7th through 12th graders. I had the privilege of talking to Mr. Jones about the new additions to the school. Today I'm joined here with LHS's principal, Tom Jones. We have a few questions for him here today. Mr. Jones.
Yes, Connor.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, no, my pleasure.
What are some of your personal goals this year for the students at LHS?
Well, my personal goal for students is that we can just continue to build on kind of the positive climate that we have here. From what I've seen, students are just so accepting of one another, and our ability levels, high, low, whether we're going to college, whether we're working for work, all that stuff, we're all different, and that's all valued here, and that's one thing that I'm really proud of our school. So I want to continue that.
What are some of the new things that we have here on campus this year, Mr. Jones?
Well, building on what I just said about school climate, the Peace Royer program, formerly known as kind of Peace Mediators, before that club was more of a when there was a problem, then you take it to the Peace Mediators for students to work it out. Now it's more of a group that are going to be trained to kind of proactively work on that. And if they spot problems, they can help intervene in advance of things escalating to a big problem. So they're just going to be a group that's going to help us out, because there's 167 students here. That's way more than the 14 staff. So we need the help from the students to keep this a harmonious place.
Sounds like a wonderful program. What would you tell some of the new students here about the tutoring and after-school programs that may help them get their grades in line, or just may help them along the year altogether?
Basically, don't wait. If you're starting to struggle, react to that early. Make plans with teachers, ask for their time either at lunch or after school. And if it's something they don't have time for, or you need to hear it in a little different way, definitely attend the peer tutoring with CSF. We got some high-flying calculus students all the way up through physics that can understand the things that they've already went through and may be struggling with. So take advantage of that early before it becomes a problem.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jones. Back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. It seems to be a great program. In other news, we were curious what FFA did over the summer. I went out into the field to talk to Miss Griffin about FFA.
Let's see. Let's talk about fair. So at fair, we had 26 kids exhibiting at our Plumas-Sierra County Fair. And our biggest highlight, I would have to say, is our winners for our GOAT. So Matthew Graves and Lewis Cicada. Lewis won grand champion, Matthew was the reserve. So that would have to be the highlight for the animal projects at the fair.
Wow, that's amazing. Anything new happening this year?
Well, rolling into the year, we are starting off with our first conference, our freshmen are going to Greenhand, and instead of going to Colusa this year, where we going to Greenhand, we get to see all the different kind of agriculture down through the valley. We are actually going to Reading this year, so we're going to have a little change of scenery going up there. So our freshmen will be going to their first ag conference where they're going to learn about the 3 circles of ag, which is FFA, SAE, and classroom. So that's our first exciting thing to happen, and then I will be rolling into a national convention this year in Indianapolis. We have 2 students that are getting their American degree, which is the highest degree you can achieve in the United States, and they're going to be walking across the stage. So Sammy Godoti and Andrew Keelak.
Do you have any personal plans for your students this year or the program?
Goals and plans. I would say our main goal for our officer team is having awesome dinners at their houses where their families and our officer team sit down and we work as a group and organizing our meetings. So that's our big goal for our officer team this year. Plans this year for the entire department, our goals are we have less class time, so our goal is still have a stellar program and still have as many degrees possible walking across the state of California. So our state degrees, that's our goal.
And that's it. Thank you, Miss Griffin. Now to Zakaya with sports.
Hello and welcome to Sports Center with Zakaya, being me and Matthew. Sports are off to a running start this season with the football team losing every game, but that's okay, team. We'll get them next time. The varsity volleyball team and 8th grade teams have won most of their games this season. Off to a great start, girls. The 7th grade volleyball team has lost 0 games rocketing the stadium. Anyways, we have a new soccer team this year, and they are having a rough start. That's okay, guys. We'll kill them next time. Anyways, that's all from me and Matthew. See you on the flip side.
Yep.
Thanks, Zakaya. The soccer team is doing a fundraiser as well for a new field. I also hear the flag football team has been doing quite a credible job.
Yes, they are. And now for the weather.
It's sunny and dry.
Thanks, Matt and Dylan.
Well, that's all for us here at Grizzly News. Don't forget to attend tutoring if you need help. Be there every Monday in Miss Alfred's room.
And thank you to Sierra Schools Foundation for sponsoring the Loyalton film class.
Thanks for watching. Until next time.